guys want a shot at winning a copy of Call of Duty World War II for the console of your choice for absolutely free, a couple of my friends and I are doing a little giveaway. Link is down there in the description below. Go check it out if you're interested. It's almost impossible to escape microtransactions in any game, not just Call of Duty, but one thing that I want to discuss today is kind of a little bit of a hidden layer, something you might not think about all that much because in the moment it seems like a good deal. Today I was looking back at some of the things that we've seen over the past year and a half or so since we've seen some bundles come into Black Ops 3. Since then we've had a bunch of different supply drop bundles, including the Grand Slam, the Big Box bundle, the Triple Played bundle, a different various number of supply drop bundles in which there were some no dupes, some things that just offered a little bit more of an incentive in terms of bundles, but nonetheless, it is something that we have had a ton of these things roll out over the past year. And again, while it is something that in the moment seems like a good deal, overall it can really start to add up. And so today I wanted to take a look at how you could potentially inadvertently spend almost $600 on Black Ops 3 without really ever noticing it. So that said, in this one we're going to be taking a look at just these special bundles that are released every so often, not COD points for supply drops in general, because that is subjective. That's something in which you can do that at pretty much any point in time, so there's no real way to track when these sort of things come up. Someone could spend $500 on COD points for supply drops in a week, month, year, or maybe never at all, but these sort of things in which they are released on special occasion are easier to track. So theoretically, we're gonna be talking about if you ended up only buying these sort of deals for supply drops, you stuck away from everything else, only used crypto keys for everything else, and therefore, these are the only times you ever put money into that micro DLC system. We're gonna totally disregard the fact of is this right or wrong, we're just gonna be taking at it theoretically. So whether you're for or against COD points, throw that out the window for a couple of minutes so that we can take a look at this theoretical equation in as unbiased a manner as possible. So jumping into it, we've had 13 of these special events, and it's possible that I may have missed maybe one, maybe two, I guess, but from the digging that I've done throughout whenever things were released, we ended up seeing 13 different events. We had 5 triple plays, 5 big box bundles, 1 Grand Slam, and then 2 actual major supply drop bundles that were dealing with no dupes, so they were something that of special promotion. So 13 of these throughout the past about year and a half, and they all have different denominations for what they cost, that being the triple plays of 2,500 COD points, a big box bundle of 5,000 COD points, a Grand Slam of 4,000 COD points, and the supply drop bundles breaking down to 2,000 COD points and 1,000 COD points. Dating back to around a year and 40 days ago at this point is when we saw the first triple played, and then therefore that's where we can start our little bits of calendar margin in terms of when we can see this. So spread out across just over a little bit more than a year, going on a year and maybe 2 months at this point, this is where we can start to add up all these different events, and where once again over this time it might not seem like you've spent a lot, but if you were to buy every single one, that's where it starts to get pricey. So if we take a look at the individual COD point denomination values for what you can buy these with, you have 200 COD points for $199, 1,000 with an extra 100 COD points for $9.99, 2,000 COD points with an extra of 400 for $19.99, and 4,000 with an extra bonus of 1,000 to bring you to 5,000 COD points for $39.99. So let's build this equation a little bit here. The triple play you can't actually get for one of these denominations. You have to actually buy one and then another one to top it off. So you're gonna need to get the 2,400 bundle with an extra 200 COD points. That'll bring you to $21.98 for your total. Then with 5 triple plays, that'll bring you to a total of $109.90. The next type of bundle we end up seeing is the big box bundle, in which that's 5,000 COD points, which luckily you can get without having to top off and put another transaction in the loop there with this. So a big box bundle is $39.99. So once again, 5 of those throughout that past year and 2 months, that will bring you to a total of $199.95. Now the Grand Slam we only saw once, so this one will be pretty easy. 4,000 COD points for this, but that's something where there's no 4,000 COD point denomination, and to make things easier, instead of just having to tally it up from a 2,400 to an 1,100 to a couple 200 denominations, we'll just do once again a 5,000 COD point bundle for that. You'll get a couple left over in terms of supply drops you can regularly get, and that will be $39.99 once again for the total of the Grand Slams. Now the supply drop bundles, we saw 2 special ones throughout that year and a couple of days and change. One was 2,000 COD points and one was 1,000. So for the sake of, once again, not having to total up multiple transactions, we'll just do one of 2,400 for the 2,000 COD point bundle, and that will bring you to $19.99, plus add in another 1,100 COD points for that second bundle of $9.99, and that'll bring you to a total of $29.98. So when you add up all these grand totals from the different special events that we've seen tallied over these certain portions of the year, that'll bring you to a total of, just in promotional events for supply drops, $379.82. Sounds pretty crazy, right? But that's not where we're done here, because in order to get these events, these supply drops, you had to buy the game. So depending on what level of the game you bought, it really indicates on how much, once again, you could have inadvertently spent on the game without even realizing it. If you had just the base game of $60, that's gonna bring you to a grand total of $439.82. If you bought the Digital Deluxe Edition, that'll be another $100 on top of the $379.82 to bring you to a total of $479.82. Now, if you bought the Big Daddy, the one that everybody really wanted because it offered an awesome little mini fridge with it, I have no regrets buying my Juggernog Edition, but when you add in the Juggernog Edition to this, that's when it gets kind of crazy, because that Juggernog Edition alone was $195. So your grand total with these supply drop events would bring you to $574.82. So while it might seem like a good idea in the moment when you have that big box bundle in front of you, 100 supply drops for what is, I believe, around like the 20% of the normal markup rate for those supply drops, might seem like a good idea in time, but if you capitalize on every single one of these, that's where it starts to really hurt your wallet over time. So once again, whereas you may have thought this was a good idea, you might be looking back and saying, man, that was a lot to spend. So that said, it's kind of crazy to me how much this has an impact on, because once again, while it seems like a good idea at the time, and it turns out to be a hefty penny whenever you look back at it, it doesn't account for any of the in-the-moment microtransactions of supply drops where somebody does spend COD points just on the regular drops, which will add more and more over time. Now, of course, there's going to be people that don't buy COD points at all. There's going to be people that take advantage of some of these, maybe all of these, and then there's going to be people that will spend lucrative amounts of their money on COD points. And truthfully, there's no right or wrong. Everybody's different ideology on it and viewpoint differs, and that's what makes us a community and gives these alternate viewpoints. People can spend their money how they wish, some people can save their money how they wish. Really comes down to what you personally believe in the marketing system. But that said, that doesn't change the fact that there's been a lot of things that are maybe disguised as deals, but can still rack up a lot of money over time. So that said, that's where we're gonna wrap it up. I was looking back and I was kind of astonished by this. It shocked me a bit, and I want to share it with you guys because I want to get your thoughts and feedback here on this. What do you think? Do you think it's kind of crazy how much you may have spent without even realizing it on the game? Do you not partake in these at all? Whatever it may be, let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. But that said, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you guys did, make sure you drop a like down below, and of course, if you guys aren't new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe to stay up to date with everything we have here regarding Call of Duty Black Ops 3 for a little bit more. World War II definitely coming up more, and if any of that interests you, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And finally, if you guys want to follow me over on Twitter, that's the best place to get connected to me outside of YouTube. I practically live on Twitter, so if you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, link is down there in the description below. But all that said and out of the way, hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thanks so much for watching. Mine has been Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care, and peace.